Good, whatever time of day it is you happen to be listening. This is the P&A Podcast Express. He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. We've got Junior featured guest Junior.
What's up, guys?
Featuring also JTK when he gets back here with the pizza. There you go, Air 5.
He's our hero.
We're live on Facebook. Live from the world famous Palm Street Studios.
Yes.
Fuck, how did it be world famous?
World famous. This a Wednesday episode?
This is the Wednesday episode.
Is this the triple nickel?
This is the triple nickel episode.
Triple nickel.
We got one in the can before we started this one. Before we went live, we got warmed up. Although it was a pretty great episode.
Sure
gotta
was.
Say.
Yeah, I'll just have a Coke. Oh, okay, sir. Would you like that in the can? No, I'll take it here.
Yeah, glass would be fine.
Classic Chevy Chase.
Would you like that in the can? No.
I like how he looks over his shoulders.
So here we are. This is the triple nickel episode. Episode 555, baby.
Trip Nick.
You know, and we're getting worse in our old age because the numbers seem to be improving, but I checked our listen score and we've gone down another point and we're only in the top 5% of podcasts in the world now.
Well, that's where we've been.
No, we were in the top 4. We were 32.
No, it doesn't go to a 4.
Oh, okay.
Our next step would be the top 1%. So it goes from 5 to 1% to 0.1%.
Well, we're only a listen score of 30 though, so we dropped. We were at 32 at one point.
Yeah.
Why do we keep dropping? Our numbers go up.
So part of that is some of our social media efforts. Going live does hurt that a little bit because people who listen to us here don't necessarily listen to us on Apple or whatever.
So
anymore.
do me a favor. If you're watching us live right now, which I appreciate, and I love every one of you silly bastards, just start our podcast, this podcast, from whatever means you get it from, and just let it play. You don't have to listen to it. Just let it play all the way through.
No, we don't listen to it.
Turn it on for your dog. Turn it on for your draft. Turn it on for your boner pills. I don't care.
Yeah.
Boner pills?
It could kill boners. Sure. I'm not drinking.
Is this roulette? Oh, he's got a big old tall boy, Coors Light. Oh, thank you. Tall boy time.
Oh, thank God.
Tall boys in podcast, baby.
Yeah.
I thought this was
Thank you,
going to be...
JTK. JTK back in the house featuring John Crazier, JTK.
Yeah.
Get over there for get over there for your high five. There you go.
Woo. Right. Okay.
All feels right with the world.
It does. And
Triple nickel episode.
This is the triple nickel.
so for those of you who are not familiar, that is the 555th episode. Triple nickels.
So they call it triple nickel. It's been going along for a long time. 555 was known as triple nickel, but it's also one of the Chevrolet big blocks. They call the 555 the triple nickel. So in racing terms, if you're such a racer, I don't know.
Well, I have like 3 presents today for the triple nickel.
Oh, sweet.
All right. So me and Adam know this is the first one. So there we go. Cue it up, Adam. And this is going to be all episode. What?
Shit, if I knew it was going to be this kind of party, I'm going to stick my dick in the mashed potatoes.
Good old Nickelback.
If that's part of the triple nickel celebration, I don't want to be a part of it.
It's the first part of it.
Okay.
So just so you know, YouTube, we are licensed to play this. You filthy animals.
Yeah, fuck off, YouTube.
Our ASCAP and BMG licensing is up to date.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I pay that shits, motherfuckers, to play this shits.
Did you guys get into your meat stick?
No, not yet.
No?
And there is pizza over there now.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
I don't know what meat stick to get into first.
Well, you already had the chili cheese one before. We love
I
that
have
one.
not had the taco one.
I recommend
Well,
it.
try that one. That's a really good one.
I recommend the spicy sweet chili. Delicious.
What you got going there, Philip?
I'm going to try the taco.
Okay. We all men love trying the taco.
Ooh, yeah.
Simultaneously just fucking bit into that.
Yeah.
It's very taco-y.
It is. I totally forgot about Doritos made taco Doritos.
Dude,
Oh, dude, taco Doritos are good.
you know what taco Doritos are best on?
What?
Fucking taco salad.
Taco
Yep.
salad.
I shit you
Instead
not.
of using
Actually-
the Doritos.
Like, chop up one of these and put on the taco salad?
Taco salad. Salad S made that a few months ago. Good call.
Chop one of these up and put on there.
Use taco Doritos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is not bad.
No, we loved that. That was the second one. I love the chili cheese.
I dig this. I give it a solid 8.5.
I do too.
Yeah,
What do you like more, the chili cheese Frito one or that one?
This one, the taco one.
Really?
yeah, I'm thinking so too.
I still love the chili cheese one. It's still good.
It's good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing it at all. I'm just saying that the taco Dorito one's really good.
Where'd you get these at?
Oh, Dollar General.
Really?
Yeah. Took the last 5 of the chili cheese ones out of the box. And they got beef jerky, the chili cheese ones.
So if you're listening, Jack Links,
Yeah.
Get
I know
your
you're
shit
always
together.
looking to pimp yourself out. Why not provide the world famous Palm Street Studios with a couple boxes of this shit?
Yeah. Throw a couple bucks our way.
Yeah,
It's just meat sticks.
Or
No
meat
money.
sticks.
No money has to change hands.
Right.
and you don't have to give it to us, but give it to the studio.
Right.
It's world famous.
It
World
deserves it.
Famous.
Sure.
All right, now I am gonna try the chili.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, the sweet chili.
While you're doing that one, I got you guys a couple gifts.
Okay.
For the Palm Street Studio.
For the Palm Street Studio, all right.
Today is our a top 10 list.
Today we're doing a top 10. We are.
Right. Hold on.
Top 10 greatest athletes we've seen live.
For the record, that is the
It was
single fucking hardest list
You're a
to
dick
date.
too, Phil. Good job
Why am I a dick?
for making that. This topic's yours.
That topic, yeah, that was
Okay.
your you
Yeah.
you created this.
Oh, did I? Oh,
This is-
shit.
This is your monster.
I say a lot of words.
You do.
Yeah,
So,
Oh.
beautiful.
the shit, the patina.
That's gorgeous.
You know, since I love you so much, we'll hang that on the guest side. What do you think?
Wherever you want.
That can be the junior corner over there.
Still same right here.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Nice.
cool.
Right on.
Thank you, man. That's awesome.
That is
Fuck yeah.
fantastic.
There's one thing we love here, the Palm Street Studios, as well as this podcast loves the fucking Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
We are diehard fans, man.
We do.
To better for worse.
Right?
Night.
We're gonna hang those up.
That's badass. Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
That is awesome. We do need more
We
bric-a-brac
welcome
in
more
that.
because it looks a little barren, but I know give it some time.
It'll fill in.
Oh yeah,
Even though we're gonna
It'll fill,
represent
it'll
this,
fill organically.
right.
Canada sponsoring the Bratz one, you know, there, but that's an older one.
All right,
I like it.
So
I thought you guys would love it.
since I don't think you guys have been in a studio since the switch around, this is now the Glenn McNary Budweiser corner.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
how does Glenn feel about that?
He loves it. I saw him sitting here in nothing but his underwear, drinking a Budweiser and eating Fruity Pebbles dry,
And just
sitting
staring at
under
it?
this. Yeah, just admiring it. Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was during a thunderstorm too, so he was in his glory.
Ooh.
He said,
The storm god.
the storm gods have provided me with Budweiser and candy." I'm like, Glenn, that's Fruity Pebbles. It's candy.
You eating a fucking plastic? You love it so
He
much?
eats the plastic too.
Fuck. I do like the reserve parking for fucking for fucking Adam on that one. That's classic.
Yes.
Oh,
Dude, I was at an antique store and I saw that it had no price tag on it. And I walked up and said, "I know this isn't an antique. What do you got to have for this?" He's like, "Well, I'll tell you a story about that." And I'm like, "I don't want a story. I just want a price." And he's like, "Well, I ordered too many." And he says, "To buy one of those new would cost you about $45 right now."
Really?
And he's like, "How does 30 sound?" And I said, "How does 20 sound?" And he says, "20 sounds like you've got yourself a deal."
nice. That's amazing.
Yeah, but I knew right where to put it. I knew right where.
Fucking classic, dude. I love you, dude. You know that.
Oh,
Awesome.
if I didn't see the irony in it,
Yep.
yeah, it wouldn't be there.
Phil still would be a douche. That's awesome. Good pickup, Philip.
Yes.
So, do you want me to give you a second prize, or do you want to get into a top 10, or do you want to do it after?
What else do we have going on? I guess there's a lot going on. I'm trying to.
Well, you talk to me. Talk to me.
Trying to
Goose.
orientate
What do you want?
all
What do
this,
you
trying
want?
to just figure it out.
What do you want?
What's next? I guess let's see
like a
what's
birthday
next.
to you
Don't
again.
play another fucking Nickelback song. That's all I ask.
What? What?
Well,
What?
I was going to play 3 for the triple nickel, but
No. Would you want to play a Nickelback song and lead up to the second prize here for everybody?
yeah, sure. Just give me a second here to.
Look at this photograph.
Can I make a request?
Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
How did you know that was going to be one?
Right?
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. So, how do I approach this?
It's not a vibrating cock ring, is it?
No, I
Not quite.
I texted it to you guys one day, and this is definitely not me.
Okay. All right.
One thing. Now, for Father's Day, JTK was a wild card for the liquor, and especially when he got loaded.
That was awesome, by
It
the
was
way.
awesome. This one from a
I
couple stories that
I didn't feel awesome the next day, but that's besides the point. Anyway, continue.
this prize, my wild card here is Adam. From the past stories that we had, we have dime bags.
Right.
Junior doesn't do drugs, but I've got
Oh.
I got nickel bags.
Okay.
So we cut 12 cookies in half from my buddy that I'm not going to mention his name out here. And I do have, we have to have one's going out to GHC and one's going out to Cookie. Okay?
All right.
But I was told to tell anybody that doesn't do these to only take a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit?
Adam,
Adam?
only a little bit.
Huh.
And no, I'm not going to try it with you.
That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah,
So-
I will take a hard pass on that.
All right. So I'm going to pass these around. You each get one.
I don't
Or
want
two.
one.
No, not you.
Oh, okay.
You got the shortest way there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
So
Okay.
Mary wants one.
Yeah, I'm probably good.
Are they snickerdoodles?
Nope, they're chocolate chip, I think. It was chocolate chip brownies or banana bread. And they're strong, from what I was told.
Yeah, I don't strong.
Huh?
No.
Not right now. Thank you, though.
Yeah, I don't want.
Well, one's for you, Adam. You probably don't want one right now.
Or I might never want one.
I definitely do not want one. Oh, God.
Did you just eat a whole half of one? You did.
You did, didn't you?
This podcast is going to raise the roof now.
The Thursday episode is going to be phenomenal.
If there is a Thursday episode.
Right. Right, so what time is it?
It is 8:19.
8:19?
Give him about 20 minutes.
Tell us when you're feeling pretty good. As he's downing some more Coors Light.
Hooah!
So you heard about me driving over here on the podcast
did.
last week. It hit like the gong. It was like I'm driving down the road.
Were you driving?
Yes. And I said to Mary, I'm like, I think I'm going to pull over and let you drive. By the time I pulled over and let her drive, I had a hard time getting around the vehicle.
And how
And
long
then-
did you stay in the driveway here?
Not all that long.
No?
Like maybe 10 minutes, but I didn't get, we were here at what, 5:30?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't get out of the car at home until after 8.
Wow.
So yeah, I did well.
Well, this is the second part of my triple nickel. I don't know if the third part's going to happen, but
I had to participate.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I told Silent S to, because she was the DD today. And yeah. I said if,
Somebody's ringing.
wasn't
It ain't me.
It's not me.
Mary.
Oh shit.
I said if the boys, offer it to me, tell them no. But
Do you want to try some?
just like this much.
Will you be my friend and try some?
What? You're driving,
Please.
right?
Please.
I don't want.
You made me give my word.
I know.
So what changed your mind?
Peer pressure.
Adam's pussying out.
Good catch. Bad throw.
Do you think if I just take a crumb?
Yeah. You'll be all right.
The way you're describing them.
John, smack him for me.
What?
Thank you.
Dude, let it happen. It's fucking erection day. Come on.
It's a primary.
Still an erection.
Whatever.
Love you.
You better be down here tonight.
You can't just burn an erection.
I taste it.
I am not. I will not.
It's very strong.
Adam, did you take any?
No.
Okay, good. Me neither. All right.
No, because
basically-
there's
so
stairs.
Hey, and so this side of the podcast will be normal. This.
Yeah. We might have to mute.
Don't do drugs.
No, Phil. This would be you. You'd be like,
Yeah. If you're out there, and can you guys attest to this? Have I ever partaked in having a smoke of the wacky tobacco with you or
Not
anything?
with me,
Ever.
no.
Never. You? No.
Well, no, I
You?
don't
No.
smoke it.
You? No. That's it. But I'm going to leave these in your hands. And please give.
well,
Next time, at least save them. I promised cookie.
So what
one
I'll
or
do is
two.
I'll put them in my freezer and I'll put a note on them for the kids: do not eat. Because last time that happened, which thank God my kids are awesome and they asked. I've told this story
Yeah,
in the podcast.
yeah.
Sure.
Dad, can we eat these? No, but
Right.
thank you for asking.
Nope.
And they're like, but we want some cookies. I'm like, can I take you out for ice cream instead?
Yeah.
you cannot have these.
Yeah.
But I promised.
And then I told them there was, in fact, marijuana in there. And they're like, why do you have marijuana cookies in your freezer? I'm like,
Someone
why
tried
do you
to
not?
trick
Well, that was a
Was
dumb
that your
question.
answer?
Yeah.
Well, that was an awfully dumb question.
Right. And they're like, but drugs are bad. I'm like, that's what the government and Ronald Reagan want to tell you.
Right.
Yeah. They're not.
Yeah.
You know the whole dare thing? Forget
I
it.
said they like everything, and drugs are really exciting. There.
There.
So I said it's like everything else. In moderation, it's fine.
Right. So
Well,
you have a lot of them, but save some for Cookie and save some for GHC. I already promised them.
Okay, you got it.
so for the sake of Phil's sanity over there before he goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, we should probably get in our top 10 here.
Ooh.
Well, hang on just a moment.
Sure.
Get out of here.
Enjoy
dude.
that tall boy.
What are y'all doing?
Yeah, cheers,
smoking
JTK.
reefer.
Thanks for the pizza and
And you
beer.
don't want no part of this shit.
Anytime.
You're smoking reefers? Yeah, of course we are. Can't you smell it? No, Sam. I can't.
Come on, Dewey. Join the party.
No, Dewey. You don't want this. Get out of here.
You know what? I don't want no
This
hangover.
is
I can't
great.
get no hangover.
Great.
It doesn't give you a hangover.
Well, I'll get addicted to it or something?
It's
not
not
a
habit forming.
Oh, okay, well, I don't know. I don't want to overdose on it.
You can't OD on it.
It's not going to make me want to have
Where's this
sex, is it?
What-
It
is
makes
this?
sex even better.
This is from the Dewey Cox
Sounds
story.
kind of expensive.
Walk
It's
hard.
the cheapest drug there is.
Dong hard.
You don't want it.
I think I kind
I
of want
think I
it.
kind of want it.
Okay, but just this once. Come on in.
I think I kind of want it.
What do I do?
Like this.
Did you hear that? That was great sound right there.
It was.
That joint cracking, yeah. You don't want this. Go on, run, Dewey.
This is one of the greatest movies ever. Have you ever seen it?
I have
Walk
not.
hard.
I have not.
I would
Walk
highly
Hard,
recommend
the
it.
Dewey
with,
Cox story.
What's his name?
John C. Riley.
Just
Yeah.
me and my monkey.
He goes smell blind because he believes he killed his brother.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's why when he walks in, he's like, "It's reefer. Can't you smell it?"
No, I can't.
No, I can't.
No, I can't. All right, so we're going to crack into this top 10 on the triple nickel, huh?
We might get interrupted here.
By who
Did-
or what?
Did we have anybody listeners out there that submitted theirs?
I have not had a listener submission.
Okay.
Adam, have you? You're the one you're the god of the email.
Well, just like
No, I haven't.
just like last podcast or two podcasts ago when I was here and heard that actually this is kind of like a thing that makes you go Phil actually called back Adam when Phil didn't answer the first time, and 20 seconds later, Adam was not on his computer since Friday.
Yeah, for like 30 seconds this morning.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
How the fuck does
Let's
that
go.
happen? What are we doing now?
Your top 10 list.
Oh shit!
No, we hold off on the top 10 for just a second.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god! So much preamble.
I'm not preambling.
It's like prom night, only worse.
There's
What's worse than prom night?
This.
Okay.
This is the P&A Podcast Express. You're on the air. Oh, then and it went away.
The suspense is killing me.
You don't want none of this, do we? Get on out of here. I don't need a hangover. It won't give you a hangover.
How many meat sticks did you eat?
I don't need to get addicted. It's
3?
non-habit
Wasn't 2 ya?
forming.
They were good.
Yeah.
I was hungry.
I actually made a bad decision because I'm going to get the case of the Mad Munchies soon, I think.
There's pizza over there. Don't worry.
I know.
You're welcome. Hey, how's the pizza over there?
The world famous
Which one?
Palm Street Studios.
Barbecue chicken? Hell yeah.
What kind of production we running here?
We do need to get silent at. Good. We need you to sign the wall, too. Uh-oh.
I'm not good at signing things today, so I'll do it another
Yeah, I
Yes,
know.
you
I
were.
noticed. Sorry.
You're on the air. Can you hear us?
Thanks for the pizza, thanks for the house.
I can hear you.
Oh, Glenn McNary, how you
It
doing?
is I. It is I, Glenn McNary, and I am doing good.
That's great to hear.
So, are you very happy? Go ahead.
I recently went storm chasing down in Montana on foot.
Well, you're going to have to wait for the storms to come to you. How did you do with the storm chasing in Montana?
The storm god did not bless me with much luck that day, Filbert.
I'm sorry to hear that, buddy.
There are not a lot of thunderstorms in the plains of Montana.
You know, that was going to be my first question.
I was just going to say, yeah, why?
You know, you could have went to Nebraska.
Or Iowa.
When the storm god whispers a suggestion into my ear, I listen.
That's wise.
That's fair.
And the storm god said Montana.
Did you have over 10 Budweisers?
I had 20 at the very least.
Oh, wow.
So, speaking of Budweiser, you know that beside me now is the Glenn McNary Budweiser corner here in the studio. How do you feel about that? That we've dedicated an entire corner of the studio to you?
Yes.
Because I think that's where I saw you pee once.
I can sense it.
So do you enjoy that? Do you like the homage, the tribute?
It is very good tribute, Filbert.
I'm trying to get back on your good graces there, Glenn, because I'm sorry we got off to a little bit of a rocky start.
The storm god tells me that your last name is Nickel.
Yes, true.
I did not know this.
What?
That's all right. So this is actually the triple nickel
that is going
episode.
on my list of grudges.
List
The
of
triple
grudges?
nickel episode.
Mr. Glenn, did you go out and vote? You would have saw. Oh, no, you wouldn't have saw. A name Nickel on a ballot.
I do not believe in democracy, so I do not vote.
I
The
do not
storm god should rule over all,
Yes.
for he is a very strict king.
God bless you.
You know, that is very wise.
Deep.
That is very
It's
wise.
why I drink Budweiser.
Good point. Good point.
I should have bought a Budweiser instead.
Everything I do has meaning, Adam.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
One might say that every action of mine is a forecast for today.
Do you have a forecast for today?
Yeah,
I should like
that's
to
what I
hear
was going to
it.
get to next. The forecast. What are we looking at for the next day or two?
The forecast for today and tomorrow calls for lighter temperatures. Partly cloudy with a small chance of rain showers and decently high humidity.
No blood raining down or Wrath of the Storm God?
Oops, excuse me.
That won't come until Thursday, Adam.
Oh, okay. I didn't let you finish.
It's
Huh?
like he's so pissed off at you. Adam.
Well, I did kind of interrupt him.
Right.
I'm very sorry, Glenn.
You'll have that.
That's what it is. Oh.
My forecasting powers do not forecast too far into the future in this very moment, so I cannot tell you with certainty.
That's pretty wise because I've seen some pretty piss poor forecasts by some of these so-called meteorologists.
True that.
You can definitely tell that these meteorologists did not study in the New Age meteorology classes in the University of Michigan.
Have you heard this guy that's on the one radio station here locally, who he sounds all great and copacetic until he says meteorologist. He says meteorologist.
Or
I kid you not.
Or that he gets like a 10-degree window of like the actual
Right.
temperature. Like it's gonna be somewhere between 76 and 86 degrees. I'm like, well, that really freaking narrows it down.
This guy says meteorologist. What do you think of that, Glenn?
I don't have many thoughts, but my Glock does.
Oh my lord!
Wait. Are we? Is this like premeditated?
Wow.
No.
No, he only does what the Storm God tells him. Correct?
Yeah.
Every action that I do
I don't
is
feel.
a forecast for today.
I don't feel comfortable.
So it just would be the storm gods telling you. So at worst, it could be involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah, some people get.
So saith the storm god.
So what else is new, Glenn? You went storm chasing in Topeka, Kansas on foot, and the storm gods did not bless you. What's next for Glenn McNary? What do you got in your what's in your windshield right now?
I am going to be walking to Mongolia. The tornado season is just starting up.
Nice. And do you happen to have any friends there or speak the native language?
I have no friends, but I do have many enemies.
So are we acquaintances then, or since you don't have friends? I didn't know if we'd consider ourselves friends or not, but maybe acquaintances? Have we reached that level?
I can only answer questions in regard to meteorology.
Oh, all right. So who are your enemies besides anyone that does not believe the storm gods?
Hail can be pretty annoying. I have seen it break many windshields on cars.
So you don't like
It
hail.
is the only part of the weather I dislike.
So you're not a fan of hail. Got it.
Hail no.
From the University of Michigan,
Even though their song is Hail to the Victors.
right? Do you cringe every time you hear that fight song?
I do actually.
I know.
Oh, sorry, you weren't asking me.
What about you, Glenn?
I have never heard that song, and yet I am still cringing. Such
Atta boy.
cringeworthy affairs.
I think we should. I'm gonna make a suggestion and have AC/DC's song "Thunder." What's that called?
Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck.
Do you like Thunderstruck, Glenn? The song by AC/DC?
It is the only song I have ever listened to.
I think that when he calls in, chimes in, I think we should play that.
Yeah, that's got to be his lead in
Yes,
music from now on,
absolutely.
and outro music.
Sure.
Are you okay
Sure
with that,
would love
Glenn?
To hear.
There you go. Here
I
we
sure
go.
would love to hear
Here.
the only song I have ever heard.
I would love. That's how you know he loves weather so much. It's the only song he's ever heard and loves.
You have been thunderstruck.
Yeah. That's your outro.
And your intro now.
Yeah.
Intro and outro, yeah.
Intro and outro. You've been thunderstruck by Glenn McNary. Oh, God.
Can you hear it there in the background, Glenn?
Are we playing the game?
Yeah.
I can
probably
hear it
should
in the
play it.
background.
Excellent.
How you doing over there, Phil? Anything yet?
Thunder.
Did you seriously
Thunder.
take the whole thing? Okay.
Thunder.
So, Glenn, what is your forecast for Phil? He just ate a pot cookie. Do you have a forecast for Phil?
The moment you take a bite from that cookie, a new type of storm will appear in the clouds next Monday. It will be a rain of stars bombarding the earth from the heavens. The storm god will make reality itself crumble at the sheer power of his thunder. And it will all be directed towards Filbert.
I don't know what any of that means, but right now my toes feel like my fingers, and my fingers feel like my toes.
That is the intended effect. That is how you will feel 100-fold when the storm god brings down his wrath next Monday.
Oh, shit. Do I have
Nice.
to walk on my hands?
It's so fucking amazing.
Okay, I got this.
It will be your end, Filbert.
Sweet.
That's scary.
The sweet release of death.
Oh,
Don't
boy.
worry, Filbert. I will be watching you on your final days. Far enough away that you can't see me, but close enough to where you can in fact sense me.
All right. I appreciate that, Glenn. He's the guardian angel I never needed and never
You'll
wanted.
practically be able to smell me, Phil.
Oh my God.
You smell like Budweiser and Fruity Pebbles.
I do have various assorted candies in my pocket, Phil, for you.
Thank you. I'm trying to fill.
God will give him your candies.
I'm trying to fill the glass.
Oh, boy. Well, Glenn, we got to get to a top 10 list. And, but man, we appreciate you calling in.
Awesome.
Thanks a lot for the well wishes, Glenn, and of course the great forecast for my end on Monday. I appreciate it.
Prepare to be thunderstruck.
Love it.
Awesome.
That's brilliant. That's a beautiful baby.
And he's gone.
God bless Glenn.
Oh, boy.
Dude, that's classic Glenn. Classic Glenn.
That is.
Love it. Top 10, guys.
All right. Hardest topic to date, you son of a
Top
bitch.
10 greatest athletes we've seen live. You had to witness them with your own eyes, your own peepers.
Yep.
You had to lay hands on them out, and you have to have carnal knowledge of their athletic appeal.
Well, I made this list already, and I'm glad that you said see them live. I do have some
In person, like
in person.
Right
In
there.
person, yeah.
right there, meow.
In
Right
the
now.
same. We're in the same
Arena.
place.
Sitting in the stadium, the
Yes.
arena,
But I
the
do have a
ballpark.
couple that were not playing his or hers sport.
Oh, what
Okay.
the fuck?
No, well,
This is going to be
Bill just said
interesting.
it.
This is going to be interesting. He had to witness them with his own eyes.
Yes.
Greatest athletic performances you've seen.
Yep.
Athletes that when you saw them and in your brain you just said, every motherfucker out there is playing checkers and this motherfucker's playing chess.
It doesn't
Well-
count, though, if you went to like a porn theater and Wilt Chamberlain was in there
Nope,
cranking one off.
nothing like that.
Okay.
I will explain. There's
I strictly did mine based on three things: pure athletic ability, game-changing ability, and just overall team success. That's how I did mine, because
All right.
I could have like 30.
So I'm going to
Hey,
get
JTK, tilt your mic up like
just a
Junior says.
little bit. There you
Sorry,
go.
Is that better?
That is, or
A
like
little
Junior
more.
says.
A little more. Just bring it up. There you go.
Yeah, you talk.
Yeah.
They actually, those
that-
mics actually talk into the face of.
You're good.
Is that better? I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's better.
Do you want to repeat that again?
No, we
No,
caught
no,
it.
no. It came through.
Okay,
but
all right,
it'll
so-
be better.
So I'm going to get this started, or else we're
Yeah.
going to be here all night. So much
That's okay.
preamble.
Yeah, go for it.
okay.
My number 10 that I've witnessed live, this was at Ford Field.
Oh.
High school state finals, believe it or not.
okay.
Oh.
2016. Cass Tech state finals, Donovan Peoples-Jones.
No shit.
Oh yeah.
This
Nice.
motherfucker caught 6 passes for 118 yards, 2 touchdowns, including a 49-yard touchdown run. Mikey Smith,
Wow.
our own GHC, we were on the sidelines, near side. It was a screen pass. He came toward us. He caught it at the 50. He was running toward us. We were on the sidelines, closer than you and I are right now. This motherfucker ran past us. We were at the 15. By the time he got to the end zone, the closest motherfucker to him was 15 yards away.
Holy shit.
And he just blazed. And
Wow.
and his other catches were just amazing that day. Cass Tech went on to win a state title in 2016
And
that
look
day.
at this. Spielberg already coming out with stats and shit. When was this? What year was this?
2016.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. That's awesome. I'll go with my number 10. Right, and it's going to tell you right here who my number 10 is, what my list is about. I've seen Walter Payton play.
You saw Walter Payton
I saw
play.
Walter Payton play.
No shit.
Wow.
Damn.
I don't have stats, but that's my number 10.
All right.
That's fucking brilliant.
Yes.
Well, so obviously there's gonna be a little bit of discrepancy in age here amongst the four of us, but my number 10 is Richard Rip City Hamilton for the Detroit Pistons.
Awesome. No.
The best, inside the 3-point arc shooter, in my opinion.
Yes.
Like,
Rip Hamilton was money. You know what?
Yep.
He was right outside of my honorable mentions.
Yep.
But there is another guy from that team on my top 10.
there was also another one from my top. There's a couple from that team on my top 10.
Adam?
So my number 10 is actually 2 people.
Okay.
It is Nick and Andy Simmons. They were wrestlers from Williamston, Michigan. They hold the state record for the most wins as brothers.
No shit.
Both of them had over 200 high school wins. Their combined record in high school was 417-0.
What?
Both won 4 state championships.
Never lost.
Never lost.
Oh, God.
They both wrestled at MSU. Nick was a 2-time Big Ten champion. He also made Team USA. He's a several-time world medalist. Just phenomenal athletes all the way
Wow.
around. And Nick, they're twin brothers. Nick actually,
What weight classes?
they wrestled. I think they started out at 112 and then went up to like 135.
Wow.
Undefeated. That's amazing.
That is impressive.
That is
That's
impressive.
And for your number 10, that's awesome, too.
And
Wow.
Nick was actually Anthony's coach on Team Michigan when he was wrestling in the. Basically, got to go out and wrestle at the Olympic tryouts.
Wow.
When he was in high school.
And what
So,
high school did you go to?
Williamston, Michigan.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome. God bless them. 400 and what?
417-0.
Wow.
That is incredible.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Number
So
9.
my number 9, I've got to set the scene. I'm living in Seattle. I'm working for Boeing. It's 2007, and the Seattle Supersonics are about to leave town. Tickets are dirt cheap.
Wait.
They draft this young man,
What year?
number 2, 2007.
Okay.
And I got to go see him because one of my best friend coworkers, his best friend was the son of one of the assistant coaches for the Seattle Supersonics. So I went to about 15, 16 games at home this year.
Okay.
Kevin Durant.
I was just gonna say.
No
that.
shit.
I saw Kevin Durant as a rookie. That motherfucker,
Oh, he can ball.
oh
man.
my God. 6'11", and he moved like he was just, it was
I
amazing.
noticed him
So-
when he played at the
so-
University of Texas.
So I got
Oh,
to see
fuck.
Kevin Durant. I remember when the Supersonics were, like, some fans were angry after the draft that they wanted Odin instead, Greg Oden, which proved to be terrible.
Absolutely.
Terrible.
Ohio
Obviously,
State.
he didn't play at all.
Yeah.
And they
Good
got
pick.
Durantula with the 2 pick.
Good pick.
And I saw him live, and the first time I saw him on the basketball court, it blew my fucking mind, and I was blessed. The great part about it is I went to about 14, maybe 15 games that year, and I paid a grand total of maybe $50 for tickets.
Sure.
Bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they were leaving town. They were skipping town. Nobody cared.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. So Kevin Durant, my number 9.
Awesome pick.
Nice.
Awesome
That's
pick.
great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
My number 9, I got a double tandem here. And a slappy Lou Whitaker and Alan Trammell.
Yeah.
Also my number 9.
Nice.
Shut up.
Yep.
Yes.
That's actually one of my honorable mentions.
Yep. I had to put him in there. Since
You got a couple of them together.
Dude,
Greatest shortstop, second base duo in the
by
history
far
of Major
none.
League Baseball.
By far none, man. It was awesome.
They played the most games together. Fucking Lou should be in the goddamn Hall of
He
Fame.
needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
He has better stats than half of the second basemen in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. We talked about that earlier, too,
Yeah.
or
Out of the-
a month ago or so.
Out of the 15 second basemen that are in there, if you put him in right now, he'd rank 7th.
Yes. And it's a goddamn shame that he could not go in there with Allen.
Yeah, they needed to.
Yes, absolutely.
Plus, Lou Whitaker loved the sneef.
He did.
Oh my God!
A friend. We shouldn't be talking about it.
But
Go
anyway,
ahead. Go JTK 9.
Number 9, 2014, in Eugene, Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
I believe that.
Frickin-
I've never seen him live. or
frickin'
else-
magician.
When he played for Oregon.
Like, you
So
wanna-
I was living in Seattle still then. So I remember.
were you? Okay.
Oh, so I remember
Yeah.
that because
Yeah.
they, that's the Pac-12
Yep.
land, and I got to see Mariota because one of my friends, he actually is the king man for the that ran the blog. What the fuck was the? It was a big blog. There was an Oregon fucking whatever.
Yeah.
But he ran it, and the big Mariota fan. But go ahead.
Yeah. Well, no, I was just gonna say, like, I remember one play specifically. There was 2 defenders that had him dead to rights in the backfield, and he somehow escaped, ran for the first down, and that changed the entire game. And Oregon went on to win that game. This, Oregon MSU back then,
Right.
10 years ago. But just a freaking magician in that backfield, like this, out of pure athletic ability.
Cool.
So, yep,
That had been cool to watch.
Addicted to quack.
quack.
So
That was the name
I'll
of
make
the-
one note
Great-
about
great
the.
blog.
Right.
I'll make one note about the Trammell Whitaker. I actually have their autographs on
I
a
do.
poster.
I got Trammell's and Sparky Anderson's on the same ball.
I have Lance Parrish, Alan Trammell, Lou Whitaker, and Senior Smoke on a poster.
Aurelio Lopez.
Yes.
Nice.
All right, my number 8 and my last basketball player on here, the biggest freak I've ever seen, ever live, and I got the pleasure to see him for about a half a dozen games. Ben Wallace.
Yeah. Oh, he's in my top 10.
Yeah,
He's in my top
Ben
10.
Wallace would blow your fucking mind with the things he would do on the court.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yep. For sure.
Wouldn't want to meet him in a fucking dark alley either.
Fuck no.
Not angry.
Pound
no,
for
yeah.
pound.
Yeah.
That guy was the toughest son of a bitch
Yeah.
The
out
thing
there.
that I notice about Ben Wallace is, and he's the only athlete I've ever seen that every single play, it was 100%. There was he didn't loaf. He never took time off. He gave it all every single goddamn play.
Sure.
It was amazing.
Right. Good pick. Good pick.
Hell
Good
yeah.
pick. Solid. My number 8, Michael Jordan.
I never got to see Jordan
I
live.
saw-
never see- yeah.
And I'll talk about more later about another pick, but I saw Michael Jordan, and after like the first 2 or 3 years, the Pistons had the Bulls number,
Yeah.
and he took over one of the games that they in the regular season, and he's a phenomenal athlete, and I'm blessed that I got to see him in my younger years.
Number 8 for me is Braxton Miller from Ohio State.
Yeah, nice.
Freaking phenomenal. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Like dual threat quarterback. Like, and you cannot take that away from him.
And just went to the pros and didn't do shit, which a lot of those Ohio State.
Well, he went to receiver in
Yeah.
the pros. I mean,
And that's
Yeah.
coming from an MSU fan.
just phenomenal
Right.
athlete.
Yeah.
Phenomenal athlete. I mean, he could take over a game like
Yeah.
just instantly like that.
Yeah.
Yep. No.
All right. I guess where do you add him for number 8?
So my number 8, I actually got to see him play on all 3 levels: high school, college, and pro. Chris Webber.
Nice.
Watched him actually play.
Damn it.
Watched him actually play here at Deckerville High School.
Sure.
Really?
God
Yep.
damn it.
I'm going to add, he's on my honorable mention.
I
now.
was there too.
Wait. Here in Deckerville.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played in a playoff game here.
Really?
Yep.
He had an exhibition of my high school, or Roseville, and I also, since we're talking about it, played against Tyrone Wheatley from Gabriel Rashad.
Yep,
And I
yep.
totally forgot about fucking Tyrone Wheatley because he ran track and played football,
Yep.
and he was the fastest and hardest hitting motherfucker
Yep.
with the shoulders down.
For sure.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Freak athlete. But
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
you're right, Chris Webber. I did see him at our
Fuck.
high school.
Yep. You're right.
Totally forgot. Good
So,
call.
and then I got to see him.
I got to put him in my honorable mention.
I got to see him a couple of times when he played for U of M,
Yep.
and then got to see him once when he played against the
Awesome.
Pistons. So
Played
yeah.
against the Pistons.
Yep.
Yeah, not with the Pistons.
Nope.
No.
Okay, good. he was better before we came to the Pistons.
Yeah.
So
What?
He
What?
didn't play for the Pistons.
Yeah, he did for 1 year.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Like,
no, Chris Webber did. Yeah,
yeah,
he
for
was.
like about-
he
yeah,
was
1 year.
late in his career. He was
Yeah.
excellent. Actually, 2 seasons. He could pass. He got racked up all the assists, but he couldn't jump. His knees were shot. It was late in his
Yeah.
career.
Yeah.
But he
Remind me
still
to
had the
look at- it was like
basketball.
years
It was.
He still had the basketball IQ.
It
though.
was like 06, 07
Yeah.
probably,
No
or,
shit.
or 07,
Oh yeah,
08.
Chris Webber played for the Pistons for 2
Okay.
seasons.
Well, that was the year that
Yeah.
they won the championship, 06, 07. Against the Lakers.
04.
No,
Oh, was it 04? Okay.
Yeah, it was towards the end of the.
Gotcha.
he was actually on the team, I believe, that lost to San Antonio when they left Robert Horry wide open for
Right,
3
in the corner.
and they should have been back to back.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway.
I digress.
I think. Yeah.
Number 7. This is the only guy on my list I've only seen twice. Everybody else on my list I've seen more than that live. But August 18th, 2021 is what set the tone for me with this guy. It was at Tiger Stadium. I went there to go watch Miguel Cabrera potentially hit his 500th home run. He was the starting pitcher as well as the designated hitter. Shohei Ohtani.
Yep.
This motherfucker, that game went 8 innings, gave up 1 earned run, hit his 40th home run in the 8th inning, and single-handedly won that game. And I have never seen anything like it. When he hit that home run to right field, the stadium, you could hear a pin drop. And then they cheered. Everybody cheered because they're like, we just witnessed something great because he hit his 40th home run.
Yep.
First time a guy in Major League Baseball in how long and ever has hit his 40th home run. That made history that night, as well as was the starting pitcher. So
That's insane.
And
It is insane.
he went 8 innings and gave up 1 earned run.
My number 1 is close to your story.
Yeah.
You take the cake on that pick right
But
there.
that was beautiful just to watch that.
Right.
And the crowd, everybody was silent when he hit number 40. And then everybody just cheered like, because we all came there to witness history
Sure.
with 500 for Cabrera.
Yep.
But we saw Ohtani hit 40 and make history.
Right.
So it was amazing. But anyway, that's my number 7.
Good pick.
Right on.
Good pick.
Right on.
My number 7 is Stevie Yzerman.
Nice.
Just awesome leader.
Lousy
Stuck with-
manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Started and was with the Red Wings in the late, early 80s, when they were 5, 6, and 60 or something like that, and they were giving away tickets
When they
for
were the
Red
Dead Wings, yeah, in the 80s,
And
yeah.
he's true. He's a true Red Wing guy. I'm telling you, man. He's
For
awesome.
life, for life.
Yes, for life. My number 7. I love Stevie Y.
Hell yeah. As a player.
Yeah.
Not so much as a manager. Anyway.
He'll get there.
Yeah, I hope so. They better. I got a tie here at number 7. 2 Michigan State point guards, Denzel Valentine and Cassius Winston.
What could have been with that Valentine team his senior year that they just got bounced out of the fucking tournament?
Call a timeout when it's 7-2 instead of 15-2. Tom, they're
Chris
not
Webber called a
self-homing.
timeout. Oh,
They lost to what, a 15 seed because they just kept
did.
hitting threes.
They were on fire.
Anyway, I digress.
But yeah,
You're not a
that's-
Michigan State fan.
Those
so
are
you-
my
No, but I remember that.
Yeah.
I'm a sports fan, and I never
I
root
am a
against
sports fan,
Michigan
too.
State.
But those are my. I got a tie there. I can't put one above the other. They were both equally good
Yep.
in different ways. But
I want to see my sister succeed too. So it's not like I root against Michigan State.
yeah. If Central's playing in
Fucking
a bowl
dick.
game, yeah, right. That's funny how diagonal.
I guess we're to
MSU,
Adam's number
Michigan guys.
7. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my number 7, the guy was just a freak. This is not a traditional pick, but Andre the Giant.
I'll allow it. I never saw him live, so you saw him live. Yeah.
Got to see,
yeah.
saw him live and was, a pretty big pro wrestling fan. And when he was younger and agile, holy shit. I mean, I could not imagine ever getting into any kind of altercation with him.
No. And if drinking was a sport, that motherfucker would win.
he would win every
Yes.
time.
Oh,
No
yeah.
questions asked. Yep.
Still
And
holds the
somewhere it
record for
is.
most beers consumed in one sitting. I think it's like 200 and some.
Yes.
12-ounce beers.
Plus, he would drink wine and Jack.
Jesus Christ.
Dear Lord.
What a beast.
Rest in peace, yeah, Andre.
He's and a great dude all the way around to boot.
Yeah.
Just a great dude.
Love it.
All right, so on to number 6. This was a tough one for me, but I had the pleasure of watching him for, I would say, a solid 20 games live or so. And the thing that I don't care about is you could literally time him from out of the batter's box to first base with a sundial. But when he hit the baseball, it made a different sound than anybody I've ever heard, and that's Miguel Cabrera. What a beast. 306 career batting average, over 3,000 hits, over 500 home runs. And like I said, if you watched him pregame and batting practice, he stepped up, everybody watched, and it sounded different when he hit the ball. So just for his hitting prowess, Triple Crown winner.
Right.
Triple Crown winner.
Right. And
Triple
we got
Crown
to
winner.
see that.
Yeah.
Out of,
Yeah.
what was the last one?
It was a Mickey
50
Mantle, yeah.
50 some years
Yeah.
in between?
Yeah.
Right.
And just a beast. Like I said, not for his fielding prowess and not for his running, because like I said,
For his pure hitting.
for that pure hitting, Miguel Cabrera.
Generational.
And two,
yeah.
he's one of the last guys that loves the
He
fucking
had
game.
fun. He had fun every time he was
You're
out there.
exactly right. And that's what I told my
Yeah,
kids when
yeah.
I taught
Yeah.
them from T-ball on.
Yeah.
He had fucking fun.
And you love beer.
Yeah, exactly. So my number 6, Miguel Cabrera.
And Miguel is on my honorable mention.
Yep.
Number 6, I had 2 games, pleasure of seeing him, is Aiden Hutchinson.
Okay.
I have
yeah, fair.
I've not seen him live yet, so yeah.
Fucker, I saw him once.
I guess I have, actually.
At Michigan and once at Detroit, Chicago 2 years ago.
Yep.
And he's fucking beast. He's
Yeah.
a fucking beast. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
A
No,
beast.
I would have considered him if I've seen him live. As a matter of fact, he's one of the first names that popped in my head. Then I said, wait, I've never seen him live.
Right.
Yeah.
But I didn't go with your rules, though, what I said earlier.
It's okay.
And I'm going to tell you this in a couple more picks.
Okay. Well, I guess we're to you for number 6 there then, JTK.
Mr. Big Shot, Chauncey Billups.
Yes.
Billups.
God.
This clutch. Absolutely clutch.
Nice.
And the leader of that team.
That team is such a shame. Probably the greatest starting 5 I've ever seen in my lifetime assembled on a basketball court.
For sure.
And they worked together, and they were awesome. They should have definitely won at least 1, if not 2 more championships. They won 1.
In those
Wholeheartedly.
years, yes,
Wholeheartedly.
I agree.
Yeah.
With the,
Yep.
Would they make six straight Eastern Conference Finals?
What was their motto, too? It was
Going to work.
Going to work.
Going to work, yeah.
Yeah.
All of them. I mean, Tayshaun Prince was the lesser known of all of them, and still a
And he was
fucking
so
killer
phenomenal.
basketball player.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
Had
Yeah.
one of the best blocks in the world.
It's finally
Against Reggie Miller. Yeah.
Yes, Reggie
and
Miller.
it's finally
Yeah.
where Rasheed Wallace found home.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was considering Rasheed Wallace my top 10, but I just couldn't quite pull the trigger on that. But
So I will say from here on,
Yes.
from 6 to 1, you could interchange any of these on my list.
sure, yeah.
So for me, from about 3 to 1 is that.
My number 6 is Bo Jackson.
Nice. Nice. Yep.
I got to see him when he played for the Royals.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have gotten to see him play football, but I got to see him when he played for the Royals at Detroit. And just watching him in the outfield. So the one thing I will tell you is I've never seen anybody throw a ball like that.
Yeah.
When he threw a ball from the outfield, it was a laser.
Yep.
Like there was no bounce, there was no arc to it. It was just the most insane throw ever. And he was so fast out there.
let's
He
just say-
covered so much ground.
I'll have more on this later.
So
I will, too, have more on this later.
I will not.
Nice. So my number 5, and this will be quick, Sergei Fedorov.
Okay.
Dude, I watched him live for about 4 or 5 games. It's back when I was dating somebody whose father had season tickets to the Red Wings. And there was one time when a game went to overtime because the other team scored. I forget who it even was. Like, they pulled their goalie, scored in regulation, with 30 seconds left. He comes out in overtime, dominates, scoots past everybody in the ice, just slaps a fucking slap shot from about 40 feet away, 30 seconds into the overtime, and just ices it for the win. And then afterwards in the interview, he's like, nah, I wanted the game to be over. I'm like, to watch that live, I'm like, holy shit. And plus, we were on the glass.
Nice.
Yeah. Sergei Fedorov, number 5.
Number 5. Number 5, Calvin Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
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 I'm sorry.
No,
When you
no,
have
no,
when you
I'm
have
sorry.
when you have a tuck rule made and shit like that, your own fucking rule.
Right.
But he could catch anything. Dude.
Oh, yeah. You threw
Yeah.
it his way? Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got your Odells. I'm telling you,
Calvin
fucking
Johnson's the
Calvin-
OG when it
yes,
comes to that shit.
Absolutely.
More on that later for me. So, yeah.
Number 5 for me is Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon
When I saw him at Michigan State, man.
Bell.
Yep. And they rang that bell.
Yeah.
Yep. Just pure domination whenever time he got the ball.
You went too much Michigan State stuff. That's all.
That's my problem. I'm sorry.
We're pretty all much different right now. I mean, but
It's all good.
But
I will allow it.
I was more college football than I was professional, so
Right.
there's
Yes.
that. But
So my number 5 is Kyle Snyder, who you guys may not know, but he's known as Captain America. He was a multi-time NCAA wrestling champion, an Olympic gold medalist recently, and a multi-time world champion.
Nice.
Just phenomenal. Oddly enough, I saw him lose.
He's only got one loss.
In college, from his sophomore year to his senior year, he only had one loss, and that was what I witnessed.
Gotcha.
He was a very small heavyweight, like 215 pounds. Actually 213 pounds, because that's the international weight class he wrestled. So he was very small, but watched him lose to a guy who's in the Olympics this time, Adam Kuhn from the University of Michigan. Snyder wrestled for Ohio State, and he was phenomenal. I mean, you couldn't help. He's known as Captain America because he just has went out and blown away competition that he international competition that's been poised as unbeatable. So,
Right.
and just a phenomenal athlete. I mean, you watch his workouts, it's insane.
Cool.
My number 4, Calvin Johnson. Not a whole much more needs to be said. Just a freak of nature.
CJ.
Like I said, once again, he's out there playing chess when everybody else is playing checkers. Just he looked like he was the dad that was an all-stater in high school, and he was out there playing Pop Warner football, and he decided to play quarterback and run the ball. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 4, eh?
Yep.
That's my 89 and 90 Bad Boys team. The whole team.
Yeah.
Sorry. Got Joe Dumars.
They're on my honorable mention.
I'm telling you, the whole team. Isaiah,
Yeah.
Bill Lambier, Rick Mahorn. You guys hear me saying
Dennis
many-
Rodman.
Dennis,
Yeah.
And when we were talking about Ben Wallace, Dennis Rodman was kind of the same freaking
So
thing.
I never saw Dennis Rodman live. So
Right, I did.
No, he would have been on my list if I saw him
actually-
live, because him and Ben Wallace are cut from the exact same cloth.
Yes, and Dennis
Yeah.
Rodman. I don't know about Ben Wallace, what he did, Dennis Rodman was custodying and didn't play basketball at all.
No,
Did you guys know
he
that?
was a small school. He went to
Right.
a small school and took a chance.
Yeah.
Ben Wallace had humble upbringings like
Sure.
that too.
And
He
Joe
was not
Dumars-
highly regarded out of college. Yeah.
Joe Dumars was my boy.
Yeah.
And stopping,
Yep.
they have a fucking Jordan Rules, and it was Joe Dumars fucking stopping him on the cover. That
Yeah.
was the book. Joe Dumars was the fucking. But would you guys playing basketball, being a stud, would you want to drive the lane with Lambier, Rodman, Sally?
No.
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 That's why I put the whole team on there.
Sure. Yeah.
They were fucking phenomenal.
That's
That's
fair.
when
Deserved.
basketball was played.
Deserved.
Right.
number 4 for me is Russell Wilson. When he was in Wisconsin, oh my God, he was phenomenal. He changed that entire team right there. And
Yeah.
that therefore he deserves to be in my top 10 for athletes witness.
Oh yeah. I've seen him play live too.
You want to talk about pulling
for
some
the Seahawks? Yeah.
pulling some hat tricks, that Big Ten championship game against State. Oh my God, just how he completed some of those passes, how he escaped pressure.
Just did it.
He's still. He's not so great anymore, but great professional career,
Right.
Yeah.
and just translated. I said I think when he was a rookie and we were having our fantasy draft, and I think I drafted him, and somebody's like, oh, he's not gonna be the starter. It's and this is when Matt Flynn was a quarterback in Seattle. It's he's going to freaking beat him out. You just watch. Sure shit he did.
No problem.
Sure shit he did. It's you just watch. He's going to beat him out.
Solid pick.
So I also have a quarterback as my number 4, and it is TB12, Tom Brady.
Yep.
Saw him play when he was at the University of Michigan. Never saw him play pro, but saw him play when he was at the University of Michigan, and
Good pick.
Yeah, that's a great pick.
good pick. I mean, he wasn't a phenomenal QB at Michigan, but he was serviceable and A lot like J.J. McCarthy.
And God bless Drew
Right.
Bledsoe.
Yes.
For getting injured.
Yeah.
Yes.
For wrecking his spleen. All right. We're to number 3, right?
Yes, sir.
That is correct.
My number 3, and I will stand by this till the day I die. I got to watch him probably in about 20 to 25 games. Ichiro.
Oh my God, that would have been
nice.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, Ichiro, over 3,000 career hits, 311 career batting average.
Yep.
Really?
He played masterfully anywhere they put. I literally saw him play probably 7 of the 9 positions, not catcher and not first base, and everyone was phenomenal. He had a cannon for an arm, even in the outfield. Ichiro, amazing, fucking amazing.
Can you guys skip me for 1 second? I got to make a phone call, emergency kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go to number 3 to JTK.
Ben Wallace. Oddly enough, he's number 3.
Yeah, there you go. Number 3, and number 3 is Ben Wallace. Nice.
Best defender,
Yeah.
in my
Bar
in my
none.
era. Yeah.
Oh,
bar none.
yeah.
Yeah. In this era, anyway.
He just shut people down. Ben Wallace is amazing. Like I said,
One game I saw him in, it was a playoff game against the Heat. It was in the Eastern Conference Finals, and he stuffed Shaquille O'Neal, and Shaq went down to the ground.
Right.
It was the greatest thing I ever saw.
that would be huge.
just
And
fucked
that
him up.
place erupted.
Right?
So my number 3 is Miguel Cabrera.
Nice.
And a lot of the way because, just how good he was, but the guy just enjoyed the game.
Right.
Like he would have played it for free, I think. Obviously he didn't, but I think he would have just played for free.
Yep.
I mean, he just loved the game, loved every aspect of it, loved, goofing around with players. One of my favorite things after he retired and the year he retired was to look at some of the highlights of him just screwing around
Oh, yeah.
out on the field. I mean, hilarious.
Oh, absolutely.
Very
hilarious.
carefree. Yep.
Just played the game, like you said, with that childlike wonder and joy that everybody should play the game with. Absolutely.
All right, Junior, what's your number 3?
Everything all good?
Yeah.
All right, you're number 3. We're
Ben
back
Wallace, what'd you have, Adam?
I had Ben Wallace, yeah.
I had Cabrera.
Cabrera? Cool. Well, this is my one that I never watched this person play live, but you're going to understand this.
Okay.
My buddy owned a pizzeria in Harrison Township, Hungry Howie's. And I worked for this day, and they got a baseball complex called Kite Monroe. It's in St. Clair Shores.
Uh-huh.
All right. And this person put on this Little League World Series. Okay. But I was 5 feet away from Muhammad Ali.
Oh, no shit.
Nice.
Yes.
I'll allow that.
Very
I'll
nice.
allow that. Because he quit boxing well before any
Absolutely.
of us could have. Yeah.
And he was, ill.
Yeah.
Okay. To be within 100 yards of
You
Muhammad
could
Ali.
feel it. You could feel it, couldn't
All
you?
right. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Just to say that.
Right?
I didn't get a picture though.
No, I'll allow it. I'll allow that.
What?
That's a good
What are you
amendment to the
laughing at?
rules. I'll
No,
allow it.
because he played the drop.
Because he's one of the most legendary athletes of all time.
No, he is. No,
Of all
he's
time.
not.
In history.
I'm
Yeah.
Just
Muhammad Ali is one of the
That
most.
is freaking awesome.
yes.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
that is awesome.
So
So,
that's
all
my
right.
number 3.
Rolling around to my number 2.
Oh, yeah.
Not a lot of explanation needed here. Saw him when he played for the Royals at Old Tiger Stadium. Bo Jackson. He hit a home run that he hit the ball so goddamn hard and it went over the roof, and the whole stadium just gasped. And then later, two innings later, he was in the outfield. He threw a ball. It wasn't quite on line, and almost got a runner at home plate. From the wall, he threw the fucking ball, and it skipped once at the pitcher's mound and made it right to the catcher. And I'm like, all of us are just like, fuck, we've never seen anybody do anything like that.
No.
Well,
Bo Jackson. Yeah.
when I saw him, he was warming up.
Yeah.
He was playing left field, and he was, most of the time they warm up with the center fielder or somebody over on the sideline.
And then
He
doing
was
long
warming up.
tosses.
He was warming up with the right fielder
Yeah.
and throwing the right fielder's putting effort in. He's throwing it like he's
Lobbing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a wrist toss. It was
Right.
ridiculous.
So when I saw Bo Jackson, I'm just like, damn, that's my number 2.
Yep. My number 2, Barry Sanders.
Hell yeah.
Sorry.
Well, now I want to see who the fuck your number 1 is.
Every fucking play that you'd want to watch. You've
Yeah.
heard this numerous times. -5 yards, but Barry scrambling, if he lost 5 runs or 5 yards, it'd fucking be amazing.
Yeah.
Be fucking amazing. And I know that you guys heard this all the time. It was phenomenal. Like I got to see him one game, and it was amazing. I think he only had 100 yards, but it was amazing.
My number 2 is Miguel Cabrera.
Nice.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
I mean, the best hitter in my generation.
Oh, yeah.
Far and away.
Right there.
Nothing else needs to be said for it.
I agree.
My number 2 was Michael Jordan. Was early in his career. He didn't have a great game, 18 points, something. I mean, it wasn't like a 50-point game or anything, but saw him early in his career against the Pistons. And, but he was still pretty phenomenal. He had a dunk that he took off well before the free throw line. And when he put that ball down, the whole palace was quiet.
Yep.
I mean,
Like
nothing.
crickets.
Sure.
Nothing. Just everybody was just in awe. And, yeah, you could just tell at that point he was going to be good.
Right.
My number 1.
Here we go.
My number 1. I was young, impressionable. I got to see this man, the privilege of watching this man run the football for 7 games on the fucking shittiest turf you've ever seen in your life at the Pontiac Silverdome, Barry Sanders.
Yep.
Fuck.
Fair
You've
enough.
never seen anything. Take your breath away.
And you saw how many games?
7. I got to
7?
see him live for 7
I
games.
put him at 2 because I saw him only 1 game.
I saw him for 7.
Yep.
And every single one of them was amazing. Every single one of them was a masterpiece.
Yes.
Yeah, Barry Sanders, greatest athlete I've ever seen live.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, but
All right, go ahead.
my dad and we had family out in Missouri, and took me to a game in April in '87. That's the only stats that I have when you started out. Bo Jackson, I saw him at Kauffman Stadium.
Nice.
All right. And Petrie was pitching.
Dan Petrie was pitching.
Petrie was pitching. And first at bat, I think it was a single right up the middle. Second at bat, fucking 2-run homer. Third at bat, single. Last at bat, he would have batted 5 times, but they took him out, I think. They didn't have another chance at bat. But he hit a grand slam into the 4th at bat.
Jesus Christ.
And I think it was Sparky or Dan Petrie. They said Sparky said that, yeah, this guy's going to be a pretty good ball player. And Dan Petrie says, this guy's got muscles on muscles.
Yep.
And this is when I first started loving sports and baseball. And I looked at my dad, who is this? And I never watched an Auburn game.
Right.
You know?
There
Best
it is.
fucking athlete I've ever seen in my life.
Awesome.
Live.
Awesome. Well, you could flip my one, and you could almost flip my number 1 and number 2. If I had seen Bo Jackson play football live, I might have put him in number 1 instead of Barry, but it was tough. So, what's your number 1?
My number 1, let me set the stage. In my opinion, the biggest Heisman snub in the last probably 10 or 15 years. The single greatest game, as from a single person performance that I witnessed, and not trying to be biased, but it is Kenneth Walker, far and away. It is Kenneth Walker. Like that game against Michigan 3 years ago, still the best single game performance I've ever seen.
He is my first one I left off my honorable mention list because I got to see him against Penn State, that snow game.
Yeah. So did I.
Yeah.
That same game. Yep. And he
Fucking killed it. Oh,
and
yeah.
He still had a pretty good game that.
Oh, yeah.
I still cannot believe I didn't say he should win the Heisman, but the fact that he did not get invited
Right.
to New York is the biggest
Travesty. I agree.
Yeah. What an insult. And now look what he's doing in the NFL.
I know.
Just
killing it.
Killing it.
Hell yeah.
That's a solid pick. Mine is Barry Sanders.
Yep.
I got to see. I couldn't tell you how many times I got to see him because I used to go to a lot of games, and I was on a kick during the Barry years of going to other stadiums.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy Mickey would head out and go to other stadiums, and we saw him play. He had 211 yards against the Buffalo Bills.
Jeez.
And we saw him get that out there, and just amazing. I mean, the Buffalo fans are like, "Why do you have Scott Mitchell? Just direct snap to Barry every time.
Stupid
Just
lefty.
Get rid of Scott Mitchell. Give him another blocker. Or don't. You don't need anybody in his way. Just put 10 guys on the field. I mean, this is literally what all the Buffalo fans were telling us. Just 10 guys on the field, get them out of his way, and let him just juke the shit out of people.
Just let him go.
And it was an amazing game. I mean, it was typical Barry.
Yep.
Starts out first quarter, it's got like minus 3 yards.
Yeah.
And then, by the end of the first half, he's got 98 yards.
Yep.
And then you think, okay, he'll get another 20 yards or so of the game. No, he just took that game over and absolutely destroyed the Bills on his own. And one of the most impressive things I've ever seen.
It's awesome. Great top 10, guys.
Yeah,
Great top 10.
Good solid pick. I know.
Hey,
I have a
listen,
couple. Go ahead.
I'm going to go honorable mentions, and we'll round robin a couple honorable mentions. So my honorable mentions, I want to talk about Nick Lidstrom for the Red Wings.
Yep.
Sure.
Fuck, man. Watching him play, consummate professional, always in position, knew 4 plays ahead what was going to happen.
Great defenseman.
Robert Porcher.
Oh,
Robert Porcher was a beast.
Oh, shit.
Robert Porcher was a fucking beast. And then my third one, Charles Rogers and Stuart Schweigert, when they were in high school. I was my freshman year at Saginaw Valley. They were seniors, and they were 2 years younger because I was technically a sophomore. But anyway, they were in battle, one at Saginaw High, one at Saginaw Heritage. Both went to play pro football.
Yep.
And I got to see them not only play football against each other, but run track. And then I got to drink with them when they came to my apartment one night.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Did you win that battle?
I did.
Yes.
That boy.
So I have like a 3.
Shamo.
I got 2. I'm going to go through them, but these 2 honorable mentions have asterisks on it. I did see Jose Canseco play and Mark McGuire.
Right
We all
Right.
know the story.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I've seen Desmond Howard play. Pretty awesome to watch him take back punts and kickoffs and everything. On that note, too, Charles Woodson was an defensive bucket juggernaut. And I saw Ricky Henderson when he was playing with the A's with Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco. And my last one, he played for the fucking Detroit Vipers. I seen Gordie Howe play.
Nice.
He had his fucking sons. He wanted to be on the ice.
Yeah.
He didn't play,
Yep.
but I did see Gordie Howe play, and that was fucking amazing.
I have that jersey. I should wear
Do
that
you
for a
really?
podcast.
Detroit
Yeah,
Vipers?
I have his Detroit
Fucking hang it
Vipers
up.
Gordie Howe jersey.
Fuck
I
yeah.
should,
You
yeah.
should hang it up somewhere.
And
I will.
Sandusky isn't the hockey arena, the ice arena.
It is.
Yeah, it's
named
after his wife.
wow.
After
Janet
his
Howe.
wife.
Yes.
Yeah, and who is actually
Colleen Howe.
Colleen,
Yep.
sorry. My second cousin.
No shit.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
one of my honorable mentions, Charles Woodson, phenomenal. One other one that I'll mention was I never saw him play, but I've actually, when I was younger, met him several times. Was Pete Rose.
Really?
Nice.
Can we trust him?
So
Eh.
we can't. I can't. So Pete Rose is my grandpa's cousin,
Yeah.
and so I'd see him at family reunions and stuff. yeah.
Really?
Wow.
You got any honorable mentions, JTK?
I do. So for the handful of Pistons games I went to, I got Dwayne Wade and Jason Kidd.
Nice.
Both phenomenal point guards.
Jason
Nice.
Kidd was in my
Yeah.
my zeitgeist of thoughts.
And Dwayne Wade was one of the we could have fucking picked him on the Pistons.
Oh yeah.
And Carmelo
Yeah,
Anthony.
don't
Instead we
remind
got Darko.
Yeah, we got
Well,
Darko.
And Dwayne Wade too.
Yeah.
Was a phenomenal football player.
Sure.
He
Yeah.
could have went pro
I
in
didn't know
either.
that.
Oh, absolutely.
I did
Yeah.
not know that.
Oh yeah.
My
Oh
one,
yeah, he was in the Heisman run when he was in college, Florida State.
my one Lions game I
No,
went
you're
to.
thinking of Ward.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. My one and only Lions game I've ever been to, I got St. Brown and Justin Jefferson both being on the field at the same time.
Justin Jefferson, I have not seen live yet, but he might be right there.
And then my only other honorable mention for college, like for games I've seen over there, is Derrick Henry.
Right.
No.
Oh shit.
Fucking run you over, get out the way. Like, you want to talk about move, bitch, get out the way? That was him.
I gotta pee.
So do I.
Bad.
Junior,
But
you're
we're not gonna cross
100%
swords.
right. I was wrong on that.
I gotta pee.
All right, let's get out of here.
Okay, good.
All right.
Go.
Thank you for listening, everybody. Great top 10 this week. Thank you for tuning in if you're watching us live on Facebook. We'll have another top 10 potentially next week featuring Junior, featuring John Crazier, JTK. Oh, feature guest. There you go. He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. I gotta pee.
So do I, like real bad.
Make good choices.